All right, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be video number 2 on the walnut kuksa, and I pulled this sucker out of the freezer, and I'm just going to get started. I'm going to try to do a little bit less talking this time, or talking while I'm working instead of talking. I have this adze here. I got this a while ago. I tried to hone this a little bit before I started the video. So we'll see. I may have to transition to the Tuka cam. So we'll see. So basically, you can kind of let me just make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Be a little closer here. It's kind of hard to get this angle right because I'm going to be maybe moving around a little bit. Basically, you can look at other videos on YouTube on how to properly use an adze. I'm just kind of still experimenting with this. So I'm just going to kind of get started here. See how it looks. And just so you know, I did not let this wood thaw at all. Some people soak this in hot water when they take it from the freezer. I guess you could do that, I suppose. I don't know why. I'm just still experimenting with the whole frozen thing. And this adze is going to really help out a lot with a lot of stock removal. And ideally, you probably want to clamp this piece down. I guess there's 100 ways to do it, I guess, right? You see? Okay, I hope so. I'm blocking some of the light here. Bring this sucker around. I hope you can see. All right. Yeah, we're going to move very gingerly with this whole process. I don't want this thing to crack. Obviously, you never do, right? So, get cold. I watch my thumb here. That's the only thing about this. Oh boy. So I'm going to continue doing this, everyone, with the adze, and we've got a little bit of an impression there, which is great. Didn't take me any time at all. I'm going to continue doing that, and I'll come back when there's more done. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me plug this phone in here so it doesn't die on me. So I'll show a close. Here we go. I guess I'll show the close up here. So we have it's about as far as I want to take it with the adze, since that thing isn't super sharp. Until I get a better quality adze, I don't want to go any further. It's fairly deep. But what I'm going to do right now before I move to the Tuka cam is I'm going to remove the bark. And that's so I can actually tell how deep I'm going with the, to carve out the bowl. leaving the bark on is good because it helps retain the moisture or keep the moisture in a little bit longer. But when I'm coming to this part of it, the bark can be actually deceiving. It can make the wood look a lot thicker than what it really is, and you can actually, and I've done it before, not on kuksas, but on bowls and things, or spoons rather, you can go too deep. So I'm going to remove the bark as little as I can. I don't want to, and at the same time I'm going to kind of flatten out the bottom just a little bit. So I'm just removing that, and oh yeah, still got a lot of moisture in there. You don't need a draw knife and a shave horse to do this. You can just simply remove this with the axe. You just have to be a little bit more careful when you do it, not to remove too much of it. Will that fit in there? Oh, it will. Wow, nice. Shave horse does help. You can get a little bit. Be careful. I'm not sure what all these layers are called on the bark. I want to get it all the way down to the wood. I'm going to leave as much material as I can. Oops. Help. I don't have a workbench, so clamping this down onto a table would probably be, or a vise would be a little bit more ideal, but you work with what you got. Okay. You can still choose to leave the bark on as you hollow out the bowl. It's just not something I want to do. Like I said, I just want to, let's see here. I don't really need to remove all of this, but I will. The draw knife, using the draw knife and clamping your piece down allows you, although I guess I'm pretty good with the axe now, but I feel like this really allows you to really just get the layer of bark off only and not go too deep into the wood. Probably good enough. Still a couple pieces here. Oh man. Sorry about this. That's good enough, I think. Okay, so there it is. The bark is, most of it is off. That's where I want it. So let me pause it here, and hopefully you guys saw that. And I will set this up to clamp it down, and we'll start using the Tuka can. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm going to adjust this camera. Oh no. So it'll ruin the whole video, right? So I'm now ready to continue hollowing out this bowl to this kuksa. Just get that there, I guess. I basically just took one of these old-time big wooden clamps and clamped this piece to my shave horse. That's kind of like my workbench. And we're just going to use this Tuka cam from Nick Westerman, and we're going to pretty much, I think we should be able to get this down to near completion, at least the bowl part. Do you need a fancy Tuka cam? Do you need an expensive adze to hollow out the bowls? No, you can simply, and I've done it before, it's not ideal. You can use a Mora hook knife that you would generally use for spoons. I do not recommend that. You'll get some wrist problems and cramping and different things, issues. Having different tools to do the same task will certainly help. The adze removes a lot of material, then the Tuka cam will refine it. You can get a lot lower with an adze. Whatever, again, use gouges. A lot of different ways to do this. This is just the methods that I employ. So we're just going to start hollowing this out very carefully and slowly. And just so you know, tonight what I'll probably do is just hollow out the bowl. Then I'll put this back in the freezer just because I'm just being overly cautious. I don't want this to crack. This is my first but not last walnut kuksa. So I'm just, again, just being very, very careful. Whoa. With this. And the goal is not to remove a ton of material at one time. Just get some little shavings. This is really all I'm going to do. Just going to continue using this to get this down to near completion. And I probably will be done for the night, I guess, maybe. We'll see. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue hollowing this out. I'll be getting in some funky positions. And so when I have some more done, I'll be right back to show you the progress. All right, everybody, I'm back. So this is where we have left it. I continued the work with the Tuka cam, and it's pretty deep. There's still going to be some refinements to this as I work on it. I probably have to just get out a little bit more from here, maybe the front, but definitely back here. I want to hollow out this a little bit more to give it some more depth. From my experience from making kuksas a bunch of times, or five, 6 times, is that although the bowl might look really deep, it's very deceiving. It's not as deep as you may think. And a good method, and I'll show this in another video, a method that I found is pretty decent is to actually take some rice or some kind of very small bean. Just take a dry measure. I know this is really going to be for liquid. Fill that in. It'll give you a very rough estimate of how many ounces the kuksa is. So if you want a small kuksa, like 4 ounces, then you really don't have to go that deep. This actually may be about 4 ounces, which is okay. I want to try to get this to about maybe 6 ounces. I definitely won't get 8 ounces out of it. That's this piece of wood isn't big enough, but I may try to get about hopefully 6 ounces out of it. I think that's pretty decent. Um, so yeah, so that's where we are. Still a couple more refinements some other time. Probably continue working on this on the weekend coming up, and we'll still a lot more to go on this. Got to take out the sides and just kind of make sure this thing isn't going to crack. So I'm really taking it kind of slow, or I will at least try to. Yeah, so that's where we are. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And that's the next step in the process here is kind of hollowing out the bowl. And there's always going to be some refinements as you go along. It's not a big deal. I did most of it. It's at a decent depth where I want it. So we'll continue to work on it as we go. So next step, probably I'm not going to remove this part because I need something to hold on to. But we'll probably start getting the sides out, maybe work on the front, and we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks for watching, guys.